official YouTube channel of SRN International School, Jagatpura, Jaipur. Today in this video, we are going to learn about the topic of human environment settlements of Social Studies book of grade 7. Environment literally means the surroundings of an object. An environment of a plant refers to all the conditions which favor the growth of that particular plant. As such, all those conditions which favor the growth of humans or human beings are called human environment. The early man was a slave of the environment. He had to run from place to place in search of food and shelter. He had no safe place to live in. He hid himself in caves or lived in the branches of trees. Both the weather and wild animals held great dangers for him. He knew nothing about fire to protect himself from cold, nor about agriculture to produce his own food. He was defenseless against all odds, but slowly man emerged as the master of his environment, and the first thing he did to conquer the environment was to establish his early settlements. Agriculture influenced human beings in a great way. Before the discovery of agriculture, human groups used to survive by hunting and led a nomadic life. But the discovery of agriculture brought about some kind of stability in their life. Growing of different crops made humans live at a particular place for longer periods, and the crops required continuous watering of the plants and so having them from wild animals. Again, after reaping the crops, the grains had to be stored in granaries. All this forced humans to build permanent dwellings and stay there. All these factors linked with agriculture greatly influenced the establishment of permanent human settlements. The human settlements first appeared in river valleys. Such settlements are sometimes called the wet point settlements because they were established around water sources. Early human settlements developed in certain river valleys as the conditions in those areas were more suitable for their development. In the river valleys, the water for irrigation and cultivation was available there in abundance. The soil of river valleys was rich and arable, which could be easily brought under cultivation without much labor. Annual floods not only maintained and retained the richness of the soil, but also made it more fertile. Man began to use the rivers as the nature's roads. After constructing the boats, he began to carry himself as well as his goods using the river as a means of transport. Topography means the nature of land. It has a great impact on the growth of settlement. Almost people try to settle in river valleys where the land is fertile and the soil is fertile as well as the water is easily available. Because of its favorable topography, various towns and cities have been developed in the northern plains of India, and in such plains it is easy to develop the different means of transport which facilitate the movement of people from one place to the other. In the mountainous areas, the growth of settlements is restricted because of the rugged terrain and the lack of the means of transport and communication. The discovery of agriculture forced man to live near his crops for a certain period of time. Thus, man was forced to make his huts which could protect him from wild beasts and cold weather. Such huts were made of mud, straw, and branches of trees. They were mostly found in the villages, and discovery of agriculture forced man to live near his crops. After many centuries, when man discovered fire and iron and learnt the use of cement, he improved his houses. He began to make pakka houses of bricks, stones, wood, iron rods and cement. This was how the man laid the foundation of towns and cities. These urban settlements made man's life more comfortable as well as safe. Such houses had many rooms like bedrooms, drawing rooms, bathrooms, kitchens and toilets. Man made houses of many stories. They are called multi-story houses. And marble and kota stones began to be used to decorate them. They were painted in different colors to make them look more beautiful. Many houses have big lawns in front of them. These houses are called bungalows, and rich people live in such houses. Such houses are often fitted with air conditioners and electrical lifts, and these houses are very useful for all of us. They protect us from rain, heat and cold. They are also useful for the security of life. Houses near jungles protect the residents from wild animals and stray bees, etc. Houses also protect us from thieves and robbers. We live in settlements. They also cater to the social needs of a man. That is why it is often said that man is a social animal. So thank you for watching the video, and if you like it, don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Thank you once again.